For most people, the story of the Catholic Church and science can be summed up in one word: conflict.
You are changing the subject.
No, I'm not. No,
We
I don't
all know
think
the
so.
story.
Galileo the genius, humbled for daring to say the earth moves.
It's a simple narrative, a story of faith versus facts. But what if I told you that's only half the story? What if I told you that the theory that underpins all of modern cosmology, the moment of cosmic creation, the Big Bang, was first proposed not by a secular atheist, but by a devout, practicing Catholic priest? This is the story of Georges Lemaître.
C'est d'ailleurs ce qui a été développé dans la préface de mon petit livre sur l'atome primitif.
The man who looked at the cosmos, corrected Albert Einstein, and gave the world the most revolutionary idea in modern science. The question isn't if he did it. The question is, how is that even possible?
Georges Lemaître, the forgotten father of the Big Bang.
Born in Belgium, Georges Lemaître was a man of two worlds. On weekdays, he was a brilliant physicist and mathematician, diving into the equations of Einstein's general relativity. On Sundays, he was Father Lemaître, celebrating Mass. To the modern world, this seems like a paradox, a walking contradiction. How can you pray to an eternal creator in the morning and in the afternoon, formulate a theory about a finite cosmic beginning billions of years ago?
Si ma théorie est correcte, elle fait en quelque sorte disparaître le problème philosophique de la création.
The easy answer would be to say he was more of a scientist than a priest, that his faith was just a cultural footnote. But the truth, found in his personal letters, is far more shocking. He saw zero conflict.
Je ne pense pas qu'il y aurait le moindre intérêt, le moindre avantage que j'oppose à ces positions, vu que tout le monde connaît, que je fasse ici une profession de mes convictions religieuses. Ça n'aurait pas beaucoup de sens.
So if Lemaître had no problem with his faith, surely the scientific world would have a problem with him. And they did. In 1927, Lemaître published a groundbreaking paper. Using Einstein's own equations against him, Lemaître proposed that the universe was not static, as everyone, including Einstein, believed. He proposed that the universe was expanding, and if it's expanding, that means in the past, it must have been smaller. Keep rewinding, he argued, and you arrive at a starting point, a day without yesterday. He called it the hypothesis of the primeval atom. The reaction from the scientific elite? Derision. And the most crushing blow came from the titan of science himself. At a famous conference, Albert Einstein confronted Father Lemaître, famously telling him,
"Your calculations are correct, but your physics is abominable."
Abominable. The greatest mind on the planet had just called his idea garbage. Lemaître was now an outcast, dismissed by his greatest hero. But the evidence for his abominable theory kept mounting, leading to an inevitable showdown that would change cosmology forever. This scientific victory, however, would create an entirely new and much more delicate problem, not in a lab, but within the walls of the Vatican. Just a few years later, American astronomer Edwin Hubble made a bombshell discovery. Looking through his telescope, he saw undeniable proof. The galaxies were, in fact, racing away from us. The universe was expanding. Lemaître had been right all along.
Alors, on s'est rendu compte qu'il fallait admettre un changement. Mais ceux qui, tenaient à ce qu'il n'y ait pas de changement, ont voulu minimiser ce changement. Et on dit, eh bien, il faut bien admettre que ça change, mais que ça change le moins possible. Eh bien, que ça change simplement d'échelle. Que tout se reproduise, mais à une échelle un peu plus grande, que tout se reproduise de la même façon.
Einstein was not just a genius. He was a man of integrity. He sought out Lemaître, publicly declaring his model was
"The most beautiful and satisfactory explanation of creation to which I have ever listened."
Lemaître was vindicated. The quiet priest had corrected the world's greatest scientist. But his biggest challenge was yet to come. In the Vatican, Pope Pius XIII was thrilled by the Big Bang theory. In 1951, he publicly declared that Lemaître's theory provided scientific proof for the creation narrative in Genesis. It seemed like the perfect marriage of faith and science. So how did the priest of the Big Bang reconcile his work and his worship? The final stunning answer is, he didn't have to. He understood on a profound level that science and faith were asking different questions. One sought to explain the universe's mechanism, the other, its meaning. The story of Georges Lemaître doesn't just challenge the science versus faith narrative. It obliterates it, showing it to be a lazy caricature. The real story about a priest who corrected Einstein on physics is infinitely more fascinating. And it proves that sometimes the greatest discoveries aren't found in a telescope, but in the courage to embrace complexity. If this story sparked your curiosity, you can help us. Our mission at Faith Chronicles is to bring more of these hidden histories to light. The simplest way to join this apostolate is to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It tells YouTube to share this story with others. In the comments, let us know what you think. Who are the other forgotten figures of faith, science, and art we should investigate next? Finally, if you feel called to support our work more directly, you can use the Super Thanks feature right below the video. It's a small way to contribute and help us continue producing this content. Thank you for being part of the Chronicle. We'll see you in the next one.